Tetris stinks. Enjoy the video. How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Nintendo Direct leak discussion video. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is awesome because we are finally in the new season of predicting Nintendo Directs, so we are going to have a bunch of Nintendo Direct videos coming up very soon, including predictions and other stuff like that, just because I cannot wait for the brand new announcement. Now, I know that the first thing that a lot of you guys are probably wondering is, Chris, are we actually going to be seeing a Nintendo Direct in September? And guys, considering we just did get the Indie Direct or the Nindy Direct, whatever you guys want to call it, yeah, we are probably going to be seeing a September Nintendo Direct very soon, as that is typically the pattern. Typically what happens is we get an Indie Direct or Nindy Direct right before, the month before, usually, a Nintendo Direct, so it is very likely to assume at this point that we are going to be seeing a September Direct, just like we have for the past couple of years. So now, guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and just jump right into this and start talking about the new information, which could point towards a Nintendo Direct in September, and what we could be seeing. So guys, the first thing that I want to go ahead and say is that Papa Gino's actually came out with a video a little while ago which talks about how a GameStop employee came to him and told him that there were actually SKUs in the Nintendo server of GameStop which actually had listed 12 brand new Switch games which were unannounced. Now, there were titles like Luigi's Mansion and other games like that. However, these were brand new SKUs with price tags of $59.99, and considering they didn't have titles, that means that these are all unannounced games which are probably going to be announced in this upcoming Nintendo Direct. I am very much looking forward to this, and if you guys don't take my word for it, go ahead and check out Papa Gino's video over on his channel where he explains it all in depth. However, guys, even before that, I got messaged by multiple different people asking me to cover this Nintendo Direct leak just because they think it's really good and they really want to see a lot of games on this, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? So this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled Nintendo Direct Leak September 2019, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying Super Mario Maker 2, WarioWare Switched, Luigi's Mansion 3, Bayonetta 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Link's Awakening, Rare Replay, Battletoads, Snes Online, and finally Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, one of the reasons that people wanted me to go ahead and cover this leak is because this leaker didn't just come out and say, hey, this is how I have all this information, like here's a specific date and everything. No, they wanted me to go ahead and cover this leak because we have seen leaks like this before where it's just the information and nothing else, and typically more times than not, those are the leaks that actually do come true. So with all of that being said, guys, let's go ahead and talk about each individual thing. So first up, we have Super Mario Maker 2. Now, in terms of Super Mario Maker 2, considering the game is already out, what's probably going to end up happening is that they are going to announce either a new mode, like a new game style, or something else along those lines. However, the thing that I think they're actually going to announce is the ability to play with your friends online. Now, if you guys weren't already aware, there was a huge controversy around Super Mario Maker 2 because you couldn't actually play online with your friends even if you wanted to. If you guys haven't played Super Mario Maker 2 online yet, if you do decide to go ahead and play versus people or play with people, all you guys are going to be able to do is play online with random people, and a lot of people, especially myself because I like to stream and play with you guys, we can't actually play with our friends online, so I think that they're probably going to announce that at the Nintendo Direct since it was already confirmed that it was coming. Next up, we have WarioWare Switched. Now, this is one I am positive is going to eventually come to the Nintendo Switch. We have had Wario games on the Wii, Wii U, and I think it's just time for us to get a WarioWare game. Personally, I absolutely love the WarioWare franchise. I think it's so fun to play with all of my friends, especially on the GameCube version. Like, that was probably my favorite version of WarioWare, but if we do end up getting a brand new WarioWare on the Switch, I know it's going to be a ton of fun, and hopefully they add in online features so that way we can play through the minigames with all of our friends, because I think that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, Guys, if you couldn't tell, I'm a huge WarioWare fan, which is why I really hope this does end up happening. After that, we have Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, obviously, considering Luigi's Mansion is releasing in October, we are definitely going to get some new information at least one more time before it officially releases. I do think that there's not too much more they're going to show off about the game, just because I think that, like, they've already shown off so much information about Luigi's Mansion 3, and there are a ton of people who don't really want to get spoiled on the story or anything else like that. I mean, personally, I haven't been following a ton of Luigi's Mansion 3 news, just because I want to go into the game kind of blind. Like, yeah, I do understand I know about some of the powers and everything else like that, but I prefer to just go into this very blind, not knowing anything about the story or not that much about the hotel, just because I do think it's the most fun way to play video games. If you guys are different, I do hope we get more information for you, but for me personally, guys, I kind of just hope that we just get a little glimpse and they announce the release date one more time, so that way people can just get really excited for it. After that, we have Bayonetta 3, and honestly guys, I'm not a huge fan of Bayonetta 3. I know that a lot of you guys out there really love the franchise, but personally it's not for me, so I hope we get whatever information you guys are looking for. After that, we have Pokemon Sword and Shield, and hopefully guys, we get some new Pokemon and some new locations and everything else like that, just because I feel like we haven't gotten a ton of new information on new Pokemon. Like, yeah, we've gotten a couple new Pokemon here and there, but we still don't even know the starter evolution forms, and it's already August. Like, this game releases in about 3 months, so I think that they're going to start revealing information like one after the other rapid fire, so that way when the game officially launches in November, they are going to be able to have everything out there and nothing is going to be spoiled. Because if you guys weren't already aware, people are known to get their hands on the game early, so hopefully we get the official announcement through Pokemon before we're all spoiled by scans and gameplay by random people on the internet. I'd rather have it announced in a big direct by the Pokemon company, so hopefully we get a ton of new Pokemon and other stuff like that. After that, we have Link's Awakening, and now if we do get Link's Awakening in this Nintendo Direct, that leads me to believe that this Nintendo Direct is probably going to happen before September 20th, just because, if you guys didn't know, that is actually the day that the Switch Mini, as well as Link's Awakening release, alongside a couple other amiibo, so hopefully what ends up happening is we do get a Direct before then, so that way we can get a little bit more information, as well as them saying, hey, go pick this game up, it's going to be a lot of fun, and other stuff like that. After that, we have Rare Replay and Battletoads. Now, I know that this sounds really crazy, guys, but I do actually think that we're probably going to get Rare Replay on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, if you guys weren't already aware, Nintendo and Microsoft are on extremely good terms. I mean, Banjo-Kazooie is finally in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so seeing Rare Replay and Battletoads come to the Nintendo Switch sounds like a ton of fun, and I think that it would help profit for both of the companies, so hopefully it does end up happening. After that, we have Snes Online, and this is one of the things I'm kind of like meh about, just because I do already have an SNES, and honestly, the SNES Online and the NES Online, I barely use it anyway, so hopefully it does end up coming for those of you who actually like to play all of the games online and other stuff like that, but it isn't really for me. And finally, guys, we have news for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, obviously, I think there's two major pieces of news that we are going to get for the game. First of all, we are going to get the release date for Banjo-Kazooie. Obviously, there are tons of rumors and theories and leaks about when Banjo-Kazooie is going to end up being released, and I think that a September release date makes the most sense overall. Especially considering we've seen a pattern with the amiibo, where typically we get an amiibo on a new date, and then about 5 days later we get a new character, so hopefully that does end up happening and we do see Banjo-Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in September. Also, the other thing that I think is going to happen is that we are going to get a brand new character announcement. Now, obviously, guys, if you weren't already aware, the first Fighters Pass is only supposed to run through February of 2020, which means we need to start getting these new characters as soon as possible. Hopefully, we get one announced at the September Nintendo Direct with a release date in November, and then we also get an announcement at the Game Awards with a release in February. That's kind of my personal prediction, but I guess for now, guys, we are just going to have to wait and see. However, guys, overall, do I believe that this league is real? Honestly, guys, as much as I want to believe that this league is real, because honestly, this would make an absolutely amazing Direct, I'm just not too sure. I mean, we take a look at leaks like these pretty much every single day, and so I don't really see anything that really makes me believe this leak besides for the fact that this guy doesn't come out and try to prove himself. He says this is what's going to end up happening, take it or leave it. However, guys, let me know your thoughts about this leak in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.